Maybe a little bit more of a philosophical question about creation itself. Where do you think you get all these ideas from?
There's just this thing as inspiration that you cannot define, I think. It's like the muse hitting you. But at the same time, in this business, you cannot wait for the muse to hit you. So at some point, I read a quote somewhere, which is you have to chain the muse to your desk. She's not going anywhere. And I also think the more you do it, the more you write music, the better you get at it. At some point, you can make every idea you have work. So then it's not about where do the ideas come from, but how can I reach a certain level that any idea I have, any combination of notes I jolt down, and I can make it work some way or another. And then not every idea will be the best one. There will be better ones, but you can still make it work. And I think that's also how you grow and how you move past writer's block. Just write down one bar of music. Okay, this is what we're working with today. It doesn't matter how bad it is. Just commit yourself to it and make it work. I think that's a great way to move beyond, to chain the music to your desk.
I try to capture that moment of where does it come from, and I think I was watching something, a documentary about this specifically, like where does creation come from in many art forms. And there was this painter or somebody was doing a lot of drawings, and he said when the pen hits the paper, there's the magic is there. It's not what happens before when you think about something, when you make something, but it's actually when the work is being written. And this is the way I compose as well. Like I have an idea, maybe a certain theme, and I start with one sound, and one sound inspires the other sound, and that inspires the other sound. And
so, and at some point, maybe even where you have one, the next, and at some point you throw your first sound away. Because it has evolved.
So is this also something you do when you write? Is it something that you already imagine? You have this melody in your head, you have kind of this whole visualization of it, or is it more of an iteration process of one sound inspiring the next?
Yeah, it's more of an iteration process. Sometimes there's an initial idea where sometimes I lie awake at night and then you have an idea and you cannot let it go. And then I go out of bed, I go to the bathroom, I have this little piano app on my phone and I play really softly in those notes so not to wake my wife. And then I have a WhatsApp group only with myself, and then I sing in it to try to capture those ideas. But yeah, usually it starts with one thing, which can either be like an idea you had in the middle of the night or anything from that until you jolt down something at the keyboard and you decide, I'm going to make this work. And from there, you get a new idea. And from there, you get an orchestration idea. And then at some point, with another piece I wrote last week, I had this initial idea. And then I thought, but maybe if I start it this way, then it will work towards that. And then when I started, but I thought, no, it has to go here now. It has to go here. And at some point, I was looking back at the first thing. And I was like, yeah, that's going out. It evolved from there, but then it grew out of it, let's say.
So when do you decide? So you have all these ideas, you write it down. When do you decide this piece is finished?
When you're sick of it.
Ready to leave it into history as is.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you like it, make sure to check our other suggestions. Also, if you want to support us, make sure to hit the logo and subscribe.